When Jacob Beam moved to Kentucky and sold his first barrel of bourbon in 1795, he had no way of knowing that he was laying the foundation for an enduring family business, creating what would become the world's best-selling bourbon. Today, Beam Global Spirits and Wine owns 9 of the world's top 100 premium spirits and is the largest spirits company based in the United States and the 4th largest in the world. Jim Beam Bourbon has stayed true to its original recipe for over 200 years, and as time and technology marched on, the manufacturing processes at the Jim Beam facility have kept pace. This brand-led company relies on strong leadership to invigorate and enhance the company's way of working. Since 1992, Wonderware has been Jim Beam's partner for automation and information software solutions. These solutions have been supported by Wonderware Cincinnati, the local Wonderware distributor. Originally, Wonderware software was chosen because of its ease of use and its ability to interface with existing PLCs.
A lot of the operators were hesitant when we first introduced Wonderware, but we found that the ease of use is highly important to us with our operators. As we've implemented it in certain areas and the implementations have gone well, we've expanded that into other areas. The first area I believe that it was implemented was the distillery, and we expanded into our processing and bottling areas. So as we're finding that Wonderware is easy to use, it's providing us the data and information that we need, we're able to control our processes consistently, we continue to implement and integrate that throughout our entire system.
As the strength of Wonderware software became apparent to the folks at Jim Beam, it was integrated throughout the plant and has become the software standard. In 1994, the dry house at Claremont was automated using InTouch HMI. In 1995, the first InTouch software was added to the bottling line. In 1996, the distillery at the nearby Booker No plant was automated using InTouch HMI. The Wonderware Historian software was added in 1997, and once the usefulness of the Wonderware Historian's real-time and historical database capabilities became apparent, the software was added to the rest of the plant. This database tool, coupled with Wonderware Active Factory Trending and Analysis software, have been used for quality and troubleshooting throughout the plants ever since.
Well, App Server being a galaxy where all the information resides, we have the boiler, the dry house, and the distillery. Well, InSQL stores all the trends together, and that's one global database for a historian. Well, App Server kind of does the same thing with the tags, which makes it easier for communicating back and forth between the different operations.
In 1998 and 1999, InTouch software was added with the automation of the Jim Beam facility's water and wastewater treatment plant. In 2001, InTouch HMI was included in the automation of the chilling process. In 2003, terminal services for InTouch software was added as the visualization software on 2 more bottling lines. In 2003, the Wonderware Industrial Application Server was chosen for the expansion of the Booker No plant. The Jim Beam facility in Claremont, Kentucky produces a number of well-known brand spirits, including Jim Beam Bourbon and Knob Creek Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
In one of our goals in building brands that people want to talk about, it's important that we align ourselves with partners who share some of the same philosophies and goals. And we feel that through our partnership and relationship with Wonderware, we've been able to do that.
2 of the critical underlying principles of Beam Global are to uphold high principles and social responsibility and to strengthen our partnerships. Working together with Wonderware helps enable Beam Global Spirits to bring their vision to life, uphold their commitment to responsibility, and to have a true working partnership with Wonderware to build brands people want to talk about.
I guess our biggest factor when we first started was understanding our process and trying to get it to the computer. Our process was based off of a lot of manual work, and that transition into the computer took us a little while. But for the operators to be able to run it, they adapted quite well. Within a month, they started help to input ideas on to make it a little bit easier to run. And between the work of our engineering department and your tech people, it came together.
Wonderware software solutions are integrated throughout the production process, from the water plant to the boiler house, from the distillery to processing, and finally the bottling line. But things weren't always so automated.
One of the main reasons that we installed it was for automation. Prior to Wonderware being installed, a lot of the processes were manual. We would have to manually turn on valves, switches, pumps. It allows the operators, instead of being in different areas, they're controlling the process from one location. And through that provides us a lot of consistency.
In the beginning, one of the issues we had was the inconsistency in our mashing process. They were always up and down. So with Wonderware, it was able to get a consistent drop in materials into the cooks. The cook times were more regulated. Vast improvement.
Throughout the plant, at every step of the process, Wonderware software is an important tool. The process begins by bringing in corn, rye, and barley malt grains. Even at this early stage, Wonderware software is used to distribute the deliveries of grain to specific silos. The grains are milled and mixed with water to form a mash. This mash is heated to convert the starches to grain sugar. Yeast is added to the cooked mash, which results in fermentation and the conversion of the grain sugar to ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide, forming distiller's beer. Wonderware in-batch software controls the cooking and fermenting. The beer goes through the still where the alcohol is separated from the grain. Here, Wonderware InTouch software is used to control the entire distillery. From there, the alcohol is put into new charred white oak barrels where it is aged for up to 10 years. The bourbon in the barrel is dumped, chill filtered, then bottled and shipped, ready to be enjoyed in moderation by responsible, legal drinking age consumers. Wonderware software's ability to control every aspect of the plant's production helps Jim Beam to run a consistently high-quality product more efficiently and have a more profitable business.
I guess a good example of that is the in-batch application here at Claremont. At the end of each week, we struggle to get our mashes out on time, and with the implementation of in-batch, we're able to do at least 2 more fermenters a week and still get out on time. So it's a big measurement factor for us that if we can produce more product in the same amount of time, it's a very big cost savings there.
As Wonderware software continues to evolve and mature, upgrades to the system can be made effortlessly, providing improved tools for the production process.
We've continued to use Wonderware since 1992 because of the ease of upgrades and because of Wonderware's consistency and the product working well.
In regards to metrics, what we're seeing is a consistency in throughput. Through the trending information, we're able to tell when problematic areas arise. And by having that information readily available and having it automated, we're able to take preventive action in order to maintain a consistent operation.
One of the variations that we used to have in our manual system was that our chemistry was up and down. It was one of those things that an operator pushed the wrong button or an operator adjusted this, or grain was a little bit more grain here. So once we implemented the Wonderware, the consistency of our chemistry came together. We had less highs and lows. It kind of leveled things out, which in turn made a better product.
And a great product is what they make at Jim Beam. Quality Kentucky bourbon made from a secret recipe that's more than 200 years old. Old-time bourbon with a modern touch and a little help from Wonderware.